All right, guys, today is the day. That surprise I was telling you guys about, I'm going to pick it up now with the Polygon. So I just got the call from Pedal Pusher Cyclery in Golden, Colorado. That's where I went and got the work done. And what work might you be asking about? Well, let's go check it out. All right, guys, as you can see behind me, we got a bike that you should be familiar with, but it looks a little bit, or maybe a lot different now, because we just got some huge upgrades on this bike, and I'm excited to show you guys. Hopefully the lighting is in here is pretty good. I'm in a garage. It's been raining, so I haven't been able to take the bike out, but I was excited. So I wanted to show it to you guys before I take it out. So we did some pretty significant upgrades on this bike, which should make this bike a lot better. I can't wait to shred the trails with this thing and see what it can do. But first, to start off with the small stuff before I can show you the finale, I got the spacers, the green spacers on the handle, on the stem. I got the green stem cap, so that looks pretty sick. Added a little accent color to the bike. So hopefully the color matches enough. It doesn't look too much of a different green, but I think it's fine. I think it matches the tires and everything. So I think it looks sick. The next thing we did on this bike, which you guys were giving me a hard time about, and I was giving myself a hard time about it. I really needed to get this done, but I got the tubeless conversion set up on it. So this bike is running completely tubeless. So no more issues with that. I was concerned about the rims not being tubeless ready, but turns out they were, and they were able to do it. So we should be fine. And I had a lot of you guys tell me about these butchers saying how they don't have a long shelf life, but we'll see. I hope they last a while, but it'll be interesting to see how long they last once I start riding this bike and kind of pushing it to the limits. I also got some pretty sick valve stems on the tires, so a little accent color. That green looks super sick on it, so I like it and adds a little flair to the bike. As you guys can see, I do have a new fork on there, but before we get to that, which is the finale, I had to put another 180 millimeter rotor on my bike because for the adapters to fit, because this wasn't boost in the front, so in order to convert it to boost, we had to put an adapter on there. And for the adapter to fit with everything, we had to switch the rotor out. So we got a new Shimano 180 millimeter rotor, and it looks super sick though. So I might have to throw another one on the back, but I'm liking the way this looks. And the adapters we used were from Problem Solvers. It's a boost conversion kit. So if you guys were looking into getting a new fork on your bike and you got a tapered head tube, but your front hub is not boost, you can use the Problem Solvers boost adapter. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I'm sure you can look it up, and that's what I used on this bike. And now for the grand finale. We finally got another fork on here that I think is super trail ready. And I went up from 120 millimeters to 140 millimeters. So hopefully the geometry is not too far off. I do like how it's raised up in the front a little bit because it puts me in a better climbing position. And I don't really like to just fly downhill like I used to. So I'm more in a neutral position than a cross country or enduro position, in my opinion. I'm right in the middle where it's good for both, so hopefully it works out. But for the fork, I got the RockShox Revelation, which I didn't even know existed. I never heard of the RockShox Revelation until they brought it to my attention at the bike shop. They were saying, hey, this might, because I didn't want to pay $900 for a Pike or get a Sid or anything. I just thought that was kind of too overpriced for the price of this bike. I didn't want to go too far into upgrading this bike. I kind of wanted to stay in that mid-tier range, and he said, I know a perfect fork for you. So he recommended the RockShox Revelation. I did some research on it, and it looks pretty sick. And I love how beefy the stanchions are, and it just looks like a more capable fork for sure. So we won't find out until we hit the trails, but I think it'll perform well. I've been riding it around the neighborhood a little bit, and it feels good even riding it around the neighborhood. I can already feel a big difference, but let me know what you guys think about this fork choice. But I think it looks sick. I think it'll perform well. It's more customizable than my other fork, obviously, but I'm excited to see what this thing can do on this bike. and it looks good on the bike, so you can never complain about that. Also, it's got the new Debonair system on this fork, which I didn't know the older versions didn't have, so this allows the fork to ride a little more smooth, so I'm excited to test that out and really see how it feels on the trails. But one more thing I forgot to do, and I can't believe I forgot to do it, is upgrade these dang pedals. I still haven't done it, so I gotta make sure I do that before I head out on the ride. I'll try to go pick up some pedals here tomorrow or something before I go ride, and should be ready to go. And one other question for you guys. I do want to replace the rear shock, so if you guys have any suggestions that would be a good fit for this Polygon Siskiu D6, let me know, because I'm definitely looking into checking that out, because it's just stiff. I kind of want a little bit more cushion. This fork runs stiff, or this shock runs stiff for some reason, so I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it and hear you guys' opinions. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about the new bike. Is it ready now, or do you think I got to do a little bit more stuff? I think it's ready now. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go out and shred on this thing and show you guys exactly what it can do. But until next time, oh, make sure you check out Maddie Outside, which is my second channel. I'll leave the link in the description. And if you like this stuff over here, I'm sure you'll like what's over there. So make sure you go check that out. But until next time, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.